Lego themes you may have forgotten about, part 6. Today we're going to be going back to the early 2000s and we're going to be revisiting the theme Exoforce. Exoforce gains heavy inspiration from Japanese manga and anime. Some animes that are very similar to Exoforce is Mobile Suit Gundam and Robotech. Lego Exoforce made its debut in 2006. The series went on for 2.5 years. It got discontinued at the end of 2008. We got 3 waves. In those waves, we had the Sentai Mountain wave, which was 2006. In 2007, we had the Golden City, and the last wave in 2008 was a jungle theme. Now, before I talk about the actual storyline of Exoforce, I think it's important to talk about the characters in the series and their minifigure form. Exoforce gave us some of the best hair pieces we have ever seen in Lego sets, and the face printing also is literally anime face printing in a Lego head, which is pretty cool to see, and we haven't gotten anything like that ever since. But anyways, Exoforce consists of 4 pilots. We have Hikaru, Takeshi, Ryo, and Hayato, and they are all led by Sensei Kaikin. He's the founder of Exoforce. And the villains, it's the robots, specifically Mecha 1. He's the one that turned all the other robots against the humans. Now that we have a brief understanding of the characters in the theme, let's actually go over the story. So, this theme takes place on a mountain, specifically called Sentai Mountain. Humans live on Sentai Mountain, but also robots, and during this point in time, humans and robots got along well. They both lived together on the mountain peacefully. That all changed when Mecha 1 rebelled against humans and convinced the other robots to rebel against the humans as well. So the humans had to fight off against the robots on the mountain. This was a huge battle. There was a lot of damage. And during the battle, because of the damage, the mountain was split in half. The humans ended up winning the battle against the robots, and the humans pushed all the robots down to the end of the mountain. But the humans realized that the robots were going to come back eventually. So that's when Sensei Kaikin decided to form Exoforce and prioritize technology and building mech suits and hiring the best pilots in the world to help defend against the future robot attacks that were going to come. Sensei Kaikin was right. The robots eventually did come back from the bottom of the mountain. They came back stronger than ever and with a vengeance. But during this time, Exoforce also became really strong as well, and they were ready for the robot attacks. And that's how the storyline went for 2.5 years. It was constant battle. It was a constant struggle between the humans and the robots. Both sides were trying to win. Both sides were trying to destroy each other. Now, you may be wondering, how does the story end here? Well, unfortunately, in 2008, the storyline got discontinued. So we only have a little bit of information. And even with that information, we're left with a cliffhanger ending. So basically, the most up-to-date info we got on the story in 2008 was Sensei Kaikin got captured by Mecha 1 and the other robots. He was sent to the jungle. And the Exoforce pilots, their mission was to find their sensei and bring him back. And that's the last bit of information we get. So Exoforce ends in a cliffhanger, the storyline at least, which is kind of a bummer. Now, the reason Exoforce got discontinued was poor sales. And I actually found a quote from the community development manager at Lego during the time. And he basically said that regarding the low sales of the Exoforce line, the decision was made to stop the line at the end of 2008. The sales were good in 2006. But in 2007, the sales did not meet expectations, and the expectation was that even an expensive marketing campaign could not get the sales to the expected level. So therefore, they decided to cancel it, and that's why the story ended without an ending. Now, the minifigures in this theme, they really aren't expensive. Your average price for an Exoforce minifigure is around $4 to $5, which I think is a really good deal. But the number one most expensive minifigure is Hitomi. She is the granddaughter of Sensei Kaikin, and she sells for around $28. The most expensive Exoforce set in general is 7709 Sentai Headquarters. This came out in 2006. It is the Exoforce base. It's where they hold all the mech suits, and it's a really great build. It retailed for $100, came with 1,400 pieces and 8 minifigures. And if you want to buy this set now, new, it'd be around $300 to $500. Really hope one day Lego decides to remake this theme because I think it was ahead of its time, and we've never seen an anime Lego collab like this ever since then, like minifigure-wise, face print-wise, hair-wise. So hopefully we get a remake of this. I'm not sure if we ever will, though, but that's okay. We can at least reminisce on the sets we got from 2006 till 2008, because they're really good ones. And one thing I didn't mention is a lot of these sets, almost all of them, came with a light up power brick. It was kind of what they used to fuel the armor in the mech suits. So that's cool. And yeah, really great sets.